As we're seeing what's happening recently in Ukraine, have we wondered, why is Russia behaving like this? Is it only because of the failing warmaster Putin, or is there more to that? Some may question, has the West left an unpaid debt or sin towards the East, or perhaps there's unfinished conflict between the two superpowers we see today? Today you will learn of how humanity rose up in defiance against annihilation and oppression of the old night, and the heresy communism left humanity, by feeding on their greed and ambition of heresy. This is the legend of the Great Crusade from 1939 to 1945 and the Soviet heresy, aka the Cold War 1945 to 1999. The rise and division of the unification of humanity and Holy Earth itself. Our story began, after the fall of France and its legion to the barbarian Nazis. The unbreakable Britain was down to the last man, all its successor colonies were at their last man or silent to pleads of aid. America, whom was consumed by fear of breaking their ways of isolation, only began their intervention with the destruction of Pearl Harbor in the month of Christmas in 1941. With the order of America's President and Legion Master Franklin Roosevelt, the crusade began to liberate all enslaved or battered nations from the barbarian threat. Time fasts forward to 1944 and 1945, after the West's crusading force arrived in France and ready to eliminate the remaining barbarians in Germany, and at the same time Russia, who was battered by atrocities, were beginning to catch up as well. But as the odds were in humanity's favor, a cursed ambition fell onto the USSR, cursing its people and land to fate that will doom them till this very day. The worship of chaotic communism was placed upon them. Satan had already taken their souls. At the year 1945, as the barbaric Nazis were destroyed along with their ways of the old, and as the leaders of humanity came together to discuss plans of healing and prosperity, that was when Stalin, the arch-heretic, began to unfold his true colors. Stalin began with blessing Eastern Europe with his vile and demonic gifts of chaotic communism. The curse spread like a flood, driving European nations of the East into madness and decay. The European loyalists, backed by NATO and the USA, weren't full prepared for this betrayal, still drained from their exhaustion from the crusade of World War II. With the end of the golden age of humanity in the aftermath of the fall of Germany, so began the reign of an ocean of blood of a long war which scars the soil of the earth for eternity. We all felt its impact, the pain, the sorrow of betrayal. And so concludes our first part of the origins of the Soviet heresy. Next time we'll learn more of the wars fought between the two largest legions of Earth and the fatal blows they left over the world.